Greetings, family, friends, and followers. It's Yante the Barber Stylist, and I am back with Diana.
Yes.
And we're here to talk about her first official retwist. Now, I have not, examined it, looked at it, or anything along those lines, but we're going to do her first official retwist today. And we just kind of want to talk about her progress, this process, some of my experience with it, and going through this journey along with her as a barber stylist and loctician. And we're also going to use the Locked and Loaded's 12-month journey journal to guide us with some of the discussion as well. So I have my handy dandy notes because I want to be intentional about what I communicate and ensure that I answered, her questions, and also not belay you all too long because we won't get on because I got to get her hair done. There will be video footage and things along that line in the stories and, of course, along in the post. So welcome to those of you who are tuning in. If you aren't following this journey, do hit that follow button and share as well. So I am a barber stylist, a master hair care professional, and I also have my braider's license as well. Diana is born and raised New Yorker.
Yes.
But she's relocated here to South Carolina. She's been my client for a year now. However, she just started her lock journey last month. And to be exact, it's 4 weeks and 5 days that she's been on this journey. So,
yes.
How has it been?
Yeah.
What are your expectations today? Of what are you anticipating today?
Well, it's been great.
Thank you.
Yes, I love being able to not do anything with my hair. And it's been amazing to just wake up, spritz it a little bit, add some oil, and call it a day. I've been loving the look.
Okay.
And I feel like I would have came at week 3 or week 4. But because as you know, I have plans to travel back home to New York, so I wanted it as close as possible.
Okay.
But other than that, I do feel like week 4 started getting like itchy, so it's been challenging not to itch.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Itchy scratch.
Yeah. But
that brings me to the shampooing aspect of it. So what have you heard about it? Have you heard anything? You do shampoo, don't shampoo, can I shampoo?
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of myths around not shampooing or shampooing the hair and when you're initially starting the process.
I haven't heard anything, but my initial, I'll say, intuition is like I would hope somebody would wash my hair because it is itchy.
Okay.
And I would love the person which I know you can, but I always think like, knowing how my hair gets like dangerous by week 3, by week 4, that there is a process that allows my hair to be washed, and of course my locks to stay intact. So I would hope that like I would never start my locks
and not be able to shampoo. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that is a myth about not being able to shampoo your hair. Some people follow that process. Me as a professional, because I started her locks, I'm aware of her grid, I know what's going on, I know how to go in without disturbing the locks. She will get it shampooed today. For those of you who choose not to, there are other things that you can do to as not to submerge the hair in water or whatever you choose to do. There are other ways to clean the scalp without actually shampooing the hair, but that is your choice. As a professional, I'm going to handle that for her. So yes, she will be getting it shampooed today. With that, in Tora's book, she talks about shampooing using the rubber band method. If I'm not mistaken, she says, comb, coil, and retwist. Okay, so let's answer the first part of it. We will shampoo. I will not use the rubber band method because once again, I started her foundation I'm aware of the layout. I will look at it before I actually get into the shampoo, and I know how to shampoo it without disturbing them too much and still get her scalp and her hair clean. So yes, we will shampoo. Rubber band method, many choose to use that method. I personally don't. Once again, because I know what I'm doing. But that is an option. Another option that some people tend to use is to use a hairnet or some type of covering where they can put on top of the hair and shampoo it without disturbing the hair. So that's another method. Retwisting, she talked about palm rolling and comb twisting. I will do a combination of both. One, because her hair is very soft, so I will use the comb at the roots to ensure that I've gathered it, which I can use it or not use it, but I'm going to choose to use the comb because you can use your hand and gather the hair. That's another technique. However, I will choose to use the comb, and also palm roll method because I want to take the hairs that are finding their way, interlocking within itself, and guide them around the strand, the two strand. So it also talks about in the previous section about two strand twist taking anywhere from 6 to 12 months for the two strands to disappear. I have a client who started their two strands and it was right at 6 months, actually the 5th month, and it just depends on the hair type and texture as to how soon or how late the two strand twists begin to disappear. But his has disappeared, and actually they were right at 5 months, and I did his hair last month and it was the 6 month mark. I got video footage of that. I'm taking notes for both her and a couple other clients who started with me, and not quite at the year anniversary. I have one that just went over a year. Anyway, view the Instagram post to find out who it is and see his journey thus far. So I will be palm rolling. I will do some comb twisting as well to help gather the hair at the root to ensure everything is intact. Unraveling, I have not checked it, just based on a glance and looking at them. Her two strand twists are in they're together, and I think another reason why her two strand twists are together because she has actually been getting her hair in the two strand twist style since we started, except for a few wash and goes and flat twists. Most of her styles have been two strand twists, so her hair is what I call conditioned to be in that style, so they're kind of used to it. So just from the sheer look of it, I don't see any unraveling, but as I get in and inspect the hair even more, if I find it, we will make the corrections and move on. I already talked about the rubber band method. Her hair is too soft for that. I know what I'm doing, so I don't have to use the rubber band method. So in the first appointment for the consultation for the retwist, Miss Thomas now, Tora, also asked about how's your level of your confidence level. How is your confidence level at this point with your lock journey?
I love it. I feel really confident. I felt confident from the start, but I think it's to your point of what you said of how I had my hair in two strand twists already for so many styles, and I loved it to the point where you had to tell me, I mean,
you got to take this down.
Take a few breaks,
Right.
And I'm so happy that you think my hair is not unraveling, because that has been my biggest fear. And every little slight unravel, I think is an unravel, I'm like slightly panicking and trying not to touch it. So, but as far as confidence, I'm really happy about it. I'm really excited. And the only concern I'll say about my hair, especially when it gets to these later stages, is timing it in a way where I get it retwist
in a timely manner.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
But as far as confidence,
well, you're gonna be all right because I got you.
Yeah.
And then she says about having that, and I'm putting it in my own words, a little bit of concern about them unraveling. You're going to get what I call fraying. One, they're trying to find their way. Two, you're laying on it, you're wrapping it, you're tying it down. So that's part of the process, which is why the retwist is important to help guide the locks along the length of the lock strand. So we're going to take care of that, make sure they are all forming around the lock and helping to guide them along the process. But that's going to be what's going to happen throughout the process until they become solid.
Cool.
And even when they become solid, at the root and near the base, you'll see some of that as well. So another question, are you comfortable with the process? And I got a question after that, but are you comfortable with the process? These are all questions from the Locked and Loaded 12-month journey journal that we're going through, which are very, I think, important questions to ask during the process. So, are you comfortable with the process thus far? And if so, why? If you aren't, why aren't you?
Yeah. I am comfortable. I think I'm comfortable for several reasons. Well, I'll say two.
Hey, Kim, thanks for joining. I see a joiner. Thank you. Yeah.
I'll say two main reasons. One, because I think anybody who gets to know me, especially when it comes to hair, I don't have to do anything. I cannot express that enough. And secondly, is you, because I'm one of those people who don't want to do anything with my hair, and I know that essentially you're taking care of everything. All I have to do is tie it up, not try to sleep on it too crazy, oil it every now and then, and then for everything else.
Yes, less is more with locks. Less is definitely more.
Yeah.
You do want to maintain a clean scalp because that helps to promote healthy hair growth. A lot of products causes buildup. We'll leave it at that. Y'all know that. So less is more. Ensure that you're moisturizing. I do recommend I do have it. A mist bottle with water. I add a few drops of essential oil. I recommend spraying it in the morning after you've unwrapped it, just so it helps the locks or the curls to relax a little bit, especially if you got some that are kind of bent up where you done slept on them. It allows the curl to relax, allows them to swell a little, and just lay naturally. And oiling, your hair, your scalp, keep it from being so dry, especially during the winter months. You want to ensure that you take care of that. Also, when you're taking on and off clothes, just be mindful of those fabrics catching hold of the hair, stuff getting caught up on it. So for many of you with locks or loose natural hair, or just hair in general, when you see something in the hair, remove it immediately, as soon as you can, especially with locks, because once it gets enlarged in the locks, it's almost impossible to get it out. And I say almost because if you do it in a timely manner, you'll be able to get it out your hair and not worry about that. So that's my thing on that.
I just want to add just one more thing on products, because exactly what you just explained is exactly what I do. Okay. I have my water bottle with my rosemary, just like you have it, and then I only use one oil, which is the healing oil. We
use I really like it. So it's a complete oil. You can use it for the body. I'm not getting paid for this. Talia is not paying me, but I absolutely love the oil. I've actually been using it since I was introduced to her products back in the mid 2000, like 2005-ish. So I've been using a lot of her products, especially this, This is the signature, the one go-to for me. Not just for hair, but for my hands, because I'm constantly in water a lot. So I have it out for my clients, but I take a little bit and, oil myself. So you can use it as a body oil as well. And like I say, Talia's not paying me for this. I'm not a representative. I'm not an ambassador. Right now, those are the products that I use because they work how I intend for them to work. To this point, I haven't had any problems, so I'm grateful for that. And I always ask my clients, have there been any problems? In other words, I want to know the good, the bad, the ugly, with your experience between the last time I saw you and when I see you. So I don't want them to be afraid to tell me if it's something they don't like, something didn't go right, or if something has gone wrong. Hey, pick up the phone, text me, call me. Let's get this straight. One, because that solidifies the trust. It helps to enhance the relationship, and it also helps me with my hair care, not only a regimen for them, but if I need to make any adjustments, I can make them in a timely manner. So basically, they're helping me by bringing me whatever the problem, issue, or concern is, so I can address it and deal with it right on. Okay? So we're both learning. And they're seeing how I react or respond to a challenge or concern or issue that they may have with a service or a routine that I've done with them. So it balances itself out. I'm the type, let me know. Let me know. And a side note on that. So I had a gentleman that I cut, straight hair I cut on Sunday. And there was still a line there. My manager brought it to my attention. The guy was preparing to check out. Guess what? I brought him back to the chair and sat him down, and we took care of it. And my manager was like, you know what, Yates? Many people wouldn't have done that. No, not only is that a reflection of me, and that's my work going out the door, but I'm in no grease. So ultimately, I got my hair cut down in no grease. So not only am I'm critical of my own work, and I want to do my best and put the best out there. I'm under a brand. I'm my brand, but I'm also under a brand. And I want to ensure that I am modeling and doing the things that I need to do to put myself in the best light and put them in the best light as well. So, enough about that one. And my last question, go ahead.
I just want to add one thing. I do not play about, like, I make sure I tie my hair, like, even, like, for instance, when I go home, before I take off my clothes, I tie my hair to make sure nothing, like my hair is not impacted by my hair or anything, because that's another thing.
Gotcha.
So just wanted to say I'm big on, so those are the three main things I'm doing: spraying, oiling, and making sure my hair is wrapped, especially at times that it needs to be.
It needs to be. Okay, so let me ask you, you're not wearing it tied down during the day all day, are you? See,
I've gotten better.
Okay.
I've done better.
Okay.
However, it's not, I'm pretty sure it's not to the standard that you wanted to.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
The good thing is that I feel like that's partly because I kind of been like in a hibernation mode, but now like I'm about to be out
winter is the time we are in.
Yeah.
You know, spring is not here yet.
Yeah.
We got a few more months before spring.
Yeah,
but most people do that when they're home. They feel like, okay, I'm not out and about. Let me tie my hair up.
Yeah.
Or tie it down.
Yeah.
So it's natural to do that.
Yeah.
But my sentiment on that, if you're in the home, you're moving about, just let it be free.
Yeah.
Just let it be free.
But I definitely got better at that.
Okay.
Especially if
That's good to hear.
Yeah, especially if I feel like I stayed in it all day. Let's say yesterday, I'm okay, today we gotta at least let it breathe for a few hours.
Okay.
So I do that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that you're doing that. She's making progress, y'all. She's making progress. And my last question, which is It's similar. So the second to the last question I asked you was, are you comfortable with the process, which is what Tora asked in the book. I want to know, are you trusting the process? Are you actually trusting the process of your lock journey, the stage where you are now, envisioning where you're going with it, seeing your lock solid, fully formed, continuing to grow, and
I'm definitely trusting the process. I'm really excited about what I'm going to experience because I fully don't know what to expect, because I'm really actually the first person in my family that is growing locks. So
wow, that's big.
Yeah, so it's going to be new for everyone. So I haven't really seen somebody go through the full process. I only seen it when it's locked. I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. You know,
okay.
But I do feel like I'm trusting the process. And I'm looking forward to like my 6-month mark of it being more solid and seeing that experience. But yeah,
so around July time frame ish.
Yes.
That's well into the summer. It'll be a 6 months mark, and if you're following us along this journey, you'll get to see the stage. We'll ask some of the same questions because we want to keep with the consistency along with other questions that are brought up through the Locked and Loaded Journey 12-month journey journal. We'll utilize those questions as well. But that's all we have for now, because we actually got to get to getting it done. So pictures will come. Check the stories. If you aren't following me on Instagram, and for my YouTube family, do follow. We're documenting this, having honest, unscripted, for the most part, conversation, except for information that we want to ensure that we touch based on utilizing the 12-month journey journal and discuss those as well. Okay, so thank you to those of you who are tuning in. I greatly appreciate your support. Remember to like, comment, and share the broadcast. Thank you for trusting me with this process. Once again, I am Yate the Barber Stylist, the most trusted name in barbering natural hair with care. And that's going to be it. All right, y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the link in the bio if you're interested in purchasing my book. Tora's book can be found on Locked and Loaded. I'll tag her in the bottom so you'll know how to get it. Both of them are on Amazon. If you're here locally in the Columbia area, Harbison, Irmo, Columbia, and you're looking for a barber who styles natural hair, I'm Yate the Barber Stylist. I can be found at No Grease. Just hit the link in the bio if you're interested in booking with me. Everything can be found there. Remember to embrace your natural hair and celebrate your real roots with Real Roots love and Real Roots pride. We're out because we got to get this shampoo done, get our retwist done. Pics, video footage is coming. So stay tuned for the next lock maintenance on her